Stop recording video. Button. Face near left edge. Speech off.
Hi guys, it's VI Life with Kelly. Happy Thursday. Good morning. I've been meaning to do this video for quite a few hours. I meant to get it uploaded yesterday, like last night. But anyway, I ended up reviewing my videos from yesterday. So today is August 5th. Okay, 2021. It's Thursday morning, like super early in the morning. I'm always up like 2 a.m. I go to bed super early. I get up early. But anyway, guys, um, I've been doing these Bob Baker 7 and 21 day challenges, as well as You Are Creators 21 day challenges, and evangelist Fernando Perez. I've been listening to his miracle prayers and really been getting tons of results. I don't know if y'all really believe in that, but when I tell you I've been getting tons of results, I truly have. So I would check those channels out. I listen to some Wayne Dyer as well. Of course, I love Linked Up Church, Joel and Patricia Gregory, Dr. Bill Winston. I've been listening to quite a few things, and so just really connecting with others, um, and lifting them up in prayer and just coming together in agreement, um, just consistently, and it's been so good. So I wanted to share that with you all. I have quite a few videos where I talk about how important it is to decide before your day starts that you're having a phenomenal day, to be committed to having a blessed day, and that every single interaction, claim it for your victory, claim God's blessing and increasing, and that the angels assigned to your life take over every single place you go, whether expected or unexpected. They're in the house, they're in the building, they've taken over everything. And so when you have that attitude and that kind of conviction, as well as consistency, you can't do anything more than win, right? You are a champion. So good morning, good morning, good morning. God bless you. Blessings to you. Um, I was gonna do this video on live. I did a video on when and why I go live on what dating platforms, and I wanted to continue doing that. I did go live maybe like, I don't know, 5 to 7 times. I found myself on there for hours. So something that I expected to maybe do for 15 to 30 minutes, here and there every day, every other day, because I had like a 30-day challenge. I end up exhausting myself. Sometimes I was on there 4.5 hours, just interacting, and it was taking a lot of energy, and it turned into more than what I bargained for. It wasn't just about dating. It really turned into like answering questions, and or question and answer series, as well as like picking my brain questions men want to ask black women, all kinds of things. It was really good. I really enjoyed it. But after about a week, I had already exceeded my time commitment that I was allotting there. And I really wasn't meeting anyone for my purpose, which is to get off of there and get married and call it a day. So I do enjoy it. I do recommend it for persons who, want to build friendship, want to, like virtual communities. I see on there that people are doing everything on there. They're cooking, they're singing, they're sharing talents. They're networking. I mean, you guys, they are catching up with old friends. Like, they're doing everything on the Plenty of Fish live. So definitely it's a community. It's what you want it to be. So definitely explore that if you are dating, or if you're looking for an avenue to advertise and share your talents, your business, whatever you have going on. That's what's up. Okay, let me give you a quick update on my hairstyling. So if you watched my videos from yesterday, then they were very long, and you know, some chit chat, get ready with me, a day in the life, all these different hot topics while I was rehydrating my curls. So that's how I have this lovely bun here now. So at the end, I ended up putting As I Am product in my hair around my edges, called the Jamaican Black Castor Oil. um I think it was like a curling jelly. I'm really excited later on today to use that product as a styler, and see where we get with that after I finish raking and detangling the roots of my hair. I'm really excited to see how that goes, as well as the Aunt Jackie's product. So definitely be looking out for that. But I love the smell of it. I watched my video and I saw that I stopped at the smell. So I smelled the two different jars to see if I could distinguish the difference, which I did right away. When I smelled the Jamaican Black Castor Oil product, it smells so good, but it's like a fruity clean smell, whereas the double buttercream has that more earthy sandalwood smell that I love. Like cocoa butter, shea butter, vanilla, things like that. More like a warmer smell. Still clean and fresh, but more warm, you know, buttery. And so anyway, that's why I said, oh yeah, this is definitely Jamaican Black Castor Oil, because it smells so good and it's a distinct smell and difference. So anyway, guys, I wanted to tell you guys that. So I wanted to tell you that I'm really looking forward to using those products later on today. I'm also want to tell you my hair is still very wet. One reason is because I never took it out this bun. I did run a couple errands, but I wasn't outside very long at all to do anything really with air drying. So that's that. I'm thinking that I'll post the finished look, like the completely dried hair look, by Saturday, August 7th, which happens to be my Charles' 10th birthday. Isn't that so cute? Like Spaniel. We've been together for 10 years now, and he's going to be 10 on Saturday. So yeah, I think I'll have a picture of me and him on Saturday for sure, with my finished look, outfit of the day and all that. But it'll be, you know, my hair down, fully hydrated, styled, and dry. So definitely follow me on Instagram at VI Life with Kelly if you don't, to check that out. And what else do I want to tell you guys about these products that I used? That's about it. So my hair's still wet. And anyway, back to my statement. I was thinking I was gonna go live initially. I was like, oh, I should go live and record me going live with this topic, and then like let you guys look at the screen so you could see the feedback that I'm getting off of this question that I'm getting ready to present here. And then I thought about how that's gonna probably turn into a 4.5-hour video. I was like, I don't know if y'all are ready for that, and I don't know if I was really ready to give that. So I was like, no, not tonight. But what I am considering doing...
Speech on. Face center. Face center. Stop recording video. Face center. Speech off.
What I am considering doing after filming and uploading this video and taking a nap is going live and recording from there, because I do want to get a chance to speak my piece uninterrupted And then I really do want male interaction and male commentary on this topic, because it is a very hot topic. Yeah, I also was thinking earlier, well, yesterday, that I was going to have a gentleman that I know, give me his opinion, and we were going to do that like on a one-on-one on this video. But he's not ready. He said he's working on his courage. So a lot of the gentlemen will say they want to, have the discussion. But then when I say, okay, let's record, let's do it now, they shy away from it for one reason or another. So, that's that. So fellow YouTubers here have been sharing a specific channel. And so these group of young people out of Houston is really hot with new YouTubers right now. And so this particular group of young people, the show is called 8 at the Table. So if you haven't checked them out, go on over to their channel if you feel like it, if you want to. But they have a lot of topics, hot topics, and very interesting conversations. And most of their topics are triggering. They are triggering, and most of the comments are undesirable and problematic. And if you guys are wondering why am I scratching, you guys, as soon as I left and went outside, I got bit up by mosquitoes in seconds. This is why I don't like going anywhere in the summer here, because these mosquitoes are relentless. Okay, so anyway, they have a lot of problematic comments. It's very peculiar, the group of people. I'm not sure if the goal, like if it's by design, because you definitely want views and you definitely want to stir up a conversation. You definitely want to create a buzz. Here I am talking about them, right? Because of the topics and because of what they've said concerning the topics, right? But also because this particular topic I'm getting ready to share with you all has come up quite a bit over the years on several platforms, on several occasions. Like it continues to come up, and it's alarming. One reason why, because it's prevalent in the Black community. Black women are being presented with this question over and over again. Not other cultures, not other women, but particularly Black women. Not even, I'm saying just Black women, not African women, not Cuban women, not other nationalities of women. I'm talking about Black American women are being confronted with this question. And here it is. What do you bring to the table? Boom. Guess this is our kitchen table talk. I usually save these videos for my Instagram, but this one is gonna take longer than 15 minutes. I already knew that, so boom, y'all. What do you bring to the table? I feel like the best strategy when this question is asked is silence. I believe this question deserves no answer, no energy, and for you to excuse yourself from the conversation, from the room, from the table, because there's no future here for you with that person. That is such a masculine question. that absolutely has nothing to do with women. To be asked that question is to take you out of your role, to take you out of your femininity, to put you totally on the defense. It actually devalues you as a woman, as a lady, to even entertain that question. Puts you at such a low place. Women, we don't we don't deserve to be talked to like that or questioned in that manner. And all that shows you as a lady when a male asks you that question is exactly where he's at for himself. And that means that this person enjoys being single. They want to continue being single. They don't mind being single. Because you, women, are valueless. Okay? That's what that question means. What do you bring to the table? Well, I'm not sure what I bring to the table. It depends on what you brought to the house. Are we in the house? Are we in a home? I mean, see, that question is designed for chaos. It's designed for combativeness. It's designed for going toe for toe, insulting. It's a masculine question. All that's going to be produced is masculinity. It's going to take you out of your position as a female and put you in a very competitive, combative place as a male. It is a very destructive tool by design. And any male that would ask you that is simply saying to you, if you cannot act as a provider, I don't want you. If you cannot act as a protector, as a leader, I don't want you. If you can't be my man, my husband, I'm not interested. Because I'm my own woman already. Males that think and ask questions like that dwell in the feminine. So they're looking for a masculine woman to be with. And that's just the real. Any male that will come up with and have the audacity to ask you, what do you bring to the table? Right? Is a feminine male. A feminine male looking for a masculine female. So then you have to sit back and determine, who are you? Know thyself. That's my number one tip every single time. Know thyself. Okay? Who am I? Are you hypergamous, hypogamous? Who are you? Are you a masculine female? There is a such thing as masculine females. Are you a masculine female in search of a feminine male? Do you bring something to the table? Is that a great question for you? A question you look forward to so that you can showcase your value? You can showcase your education, your training, your bank account, your earnings potential, your portfolio, your cryptocurrency, your stocks, your assets, your real estate, your IRA, your strategic plan for the next 5 to 10 years. I mean, tell me, ladies, How does that question make you feel? And how many gentlemen really ask this question, really looking for an answer, really looking for a wife? There are several questions that males will ask that are direct indicators that you all are not a match if you're looking for a husband. And this is one of them. Men asking you about your credit, about your earnings potential, about your living situation. Do you own? Do you rent? Do you have any real estate? How many businesses do you have? Do you have any businesses? How are you doing? How much money are you bringing in? What do you bring to the table? That's what all that means. Not how are you doing? What do you like? Would you like to have dinner? Can I get to know you? I love doing this XYZ. Would you like to join me? Not, I'm a family man. I'm looking forward to finding my wife. What are you looking forward to? If all things being equal, if you and I hit it off, what would you like to happen between you and I in the next 12 to 15 months? All things being equal, what do you enjoy? What are you looking for to have with me? Would you like to have children? Are you finished with that? Are you a big family person? Hold on a second, guys. Hold on 1 second. Hold on a second. Okay, guys. So, not genuinely trying to connect with you about what are your dreams, what are your goals, and how y'all can live that reality together, but more so a strict, F&A, financial needs analysis. That's what this gentleman is going. We're going to call him a gentleman. But people who think and act like this and speak like this and ask questions like this of women and back women in corners, scratching and crawling out the corner, they're males. They're not men. Because men, they're not looking for nobody to bring nothing to the table. No, they're not trying to figure out how much money you make and how much credit do you have and how much can you pay the mortgage. They're not looking for none of that. You know what they're looking for? They're looking for a reason to get up and bust their butt every day. And they're looking for someone to share the fruits of their labor with. They're looking for companionship, love, and peace, and joy, and gentleness. They're looking for favor. They're looking for fruitfulness. Be fruitful and multiply. They're looking for children. They're looking for a woman who makes their house a home and fills in all the blanks for them. Yeah. They're looking for a woman that greets them with love and joy in her heart and messages and interacts with them throughout the day and uplifts and encourages and inspires and motivates them by being there, by understanding them, by being a listening ear, by caring, by being their forever girlfriend, their forever date, their forever lover. They're looking for someone that understands them, or at least wants to understand them, that cuddles with them and stays up and watch movies with them, or not, or go to the fishing, or go fishing, or the gun range, or the beach, sunset nights, right? Sunrise mimosas on the beach. They're looking for memories. They're looking for someone to share all this hard work with. Or why else are you doing it? It's just you. You don't need that much to enjoy. You trying to have a legacy, right? Men, they want a legacy. They want children to carry on the legacy. Men understand that they will not be young always. And they will want someone to grow old with, to care for them to care, and they will want children, and they'll want holidays, and they'll want memories. They'll want family vacations, and they'll want holidays, and they'll want memories, anniversaries, and they'll want to rush around and get special, and they want memories. They're not looking for a woman to be their man. They want to know about this woman's spirit. Can she pray for me though? Can she pray with me though? Can she uplift me though? Can she feed and nourish me though? That's what men want to know. Men want to know, do you even care about their birthday and birthday cake and red velvet cake with the cheesecake icing? Can you do that for me? Can you order that? Can you be that for me? And their favorite meal, and the favorite place they like to go, their favorite coffee or their favorite tea, their favorite iced coffee, I don't know. Whatever this man likes. This man is looking for softness and tenderness, compassion. He's looking for that peace and that joy of coming home. Coming home. Knowing somebody's waiting on him, knowing somebody's wanting him, knowing somebody's desiring him, knowing somebody is looking forward to seeing his face, to confiding in him, to sharing with him their day, to going out with them and snuggling under the stars while listening to Praise in the Park or a beautiful love song, John Legend, something. See, what I believe is that because trauma is circulating at a high level, or the ideology of trauma, right? The psychology of trauma and all its conspiracy theories. Because we have social media, so many stories are just shared and spinned, and it's just so much going on. Everyone's concerned. I don't want to get hurt. I don't want to get played. And maybe you have been hurt and played. And so your way of coping now is, well, what does she bring to the table? I'm not going to love like that no more. That don't work. So you know what? If she can't bring nothing to the table, because as far as I'm concerned, I can pay people to do everything she's talking about she does. And this is the baffling thing about, if you guys can watch the segment. The gentleman continuously asks the young lady, what does she bring to the table? Because he can pay for everything that you do. But the man brings the house to the equation. The young lady said, well, what do you think I was doing before I met you? I was doing the same thing, but I make your house a home. He keeps saying, but you don't though, right? But you don't though. But you don't do that anymore. You don't take care of yourself anymore because you're with me. Well, if you put me in that position, see, you're putting me in the position to make your house a home when you decided to commit to me and give me that life. If that's not you, don't do it. If you are not the man to bring a woman into your home and provide for her, then you need to be that man at point A. Don't pretend to be someone you're not, then get upset and say, what else did you bring to the table? Because last time I checked, I can pay somebody to wash my clothes, clean my house, grocery shop. Instacart can deliver my groceries, and I can put them up myself. But you don't. You're at work while Instacart comes and drops this stuff off. Who's washing down every last item, sanitizing it, and putting in the refrigerator, cooking and preparing your dinner? Then he's talking about, oh, I can order my food. I order my food 3 meals a day, meal prep for $100. Meal prep is just that, prepped meal. It doesn't mean it's a cooked meal. You still gonna have to put it together, warm it up, bake it, fry it, whatever. You're going to have to follow a recipe to finish that meal. It's not that simple. Oh, it's prepped. It's not cooked. So you're telling me as a male, you don't mind hiring all these people to do whatever it is you need to do, which means you're going to have to organize your day, your week to be available to let these people in and out your house, unless you're going to trust them with keys, right? Then after you finish your long work day, you don't mind finding 3 different times a day to cook prepared meals, which, mind you, you have to go pick up. Hold on one second, guys. Sorry, this gets loud. I was listening to my YouTube videos. So mind you, you have to also meet your meal prep person to get your meals, and you're still going to have to cook and finish the preparation of your meal, right? So you are saying that all these things that you're saying make a woman valueless because you can hire strangers to do it and pay them, right? So you're showing that you value and need these services, but you're saying because you can outsource these services at a cost, right? Then that makes this woman valueless if that's all she provides, as if that's not tremendous. First of all, homemakers don't ever get off work. They never get off the clock. It's from the time they're up to the time they go to sleep, they're working. 10 years ago, the value of a homemaker was $200,000 a year. $200,000 a year. Now, I don't know, when you live by yourself, right? Then your home is smaller, and the amount of things that you have to get done in a day is smaller because it's just you. But when you acquire a wife and then add some kids to that puzzle, right? Now you have more laundry, you have more dishes, you have more home to clean and keep up with, you have more people's needs to meet, you have more groceries to buy, you have larger meals to prepare, you have more responsibilities but the same amount of time. And you have to give quality to each one and get to know each one and deliver how each one needs to be served. Each one. And if you're not on top of it, you're a piece of crap. That's how they do good old mom, good old wife. No one accounts for or allots for the effort and the trials of mom. And I'm not going to say no one. What I'm saying is this conversation that was had on this channel, it was like mind-boggling. And I was like, they gotta be kidding. I was saying to myself, they trying to get views for sure. Like, this is by design. Nobody's walking around here seriously saying and thinking stuff like this. Nobody's asking women what do they bring to the table. There's no way. And this cannot be in an effort to be with a woman. You truly cannot be desiring to have a woman in your life saying something like that, asking her something like that during the dating process or the interim, the first meet, the first introduction, the first conversation, or one of the first is, well, what do you bring to the table? Click. I mean, that's over with. Any guy that's asking you that question, if you are not a masculine female, just know he doesn't want you. You're not a match. There's nothing else left to say. You can just politely excuse yourself, get off the phone, let them know, you know what? I don't think we're a match. And they can ask you why. Like, wow, I just asked you that question and you just automatically said, I don't think we're a match. Yeah, because, I don't have an answer for that question. And if you're really needing me to have an answer, or needing me to bring something to the table, we're not a match. And then he can explain, well, what I'm saying is, what are you looking for? Or, well, what I'm saying is, like, I'm really looking for a life partner, someone that's going to be just as much financially involved as they are in every aspect, the other aspect of our lives together, because I'm going to be an equal partner as well as financially and in every other aspect of our relationship. So, is that something that you desire, you're interested in? They need you, when you ask a loaded question like that, which is highly disrespectful and insulting, you need to follow it up with, what does this statement mean to you? If you are desiring a woman and you are very comfortable dwelling in your masculine, you are definitely a leader, provider, and protector, never ask this question unless you want to offend and run this person off. If you have no desire to be with them or get to know them, then you ask that question. But if you're asking that question and you truly want to understand what their expectation is out of this relationship, out of this dating experience, like, what is your goal? That's the better question. Like, all things being equal, what is your goal? What would you love to happen between you and I, and what does that look like? That's a better question. What does that look like for you? Because what do I bring to the table? And if it's just making my house a home and cooking, cleaning, this and that, I don't value those things. Then you need to tell this young lady, what do you value? What do you value then? You need to let her know, what do you value? And what I think is interesting is their videos are really short. So it's like it gets hot and heated and it's over. And then you read the comments, everybody's going ham in the comments on Twitter, all that. But you never get to find out much more. It's like cliffhangers, really, to me. And so I'm saying, like, wow, no way. If your goal is really to be a jerk, hurtful, and offensive, then rock on. You're doing a great job, young man. And those of you all who want more, then you should definitely use other words. Ask different questions that really represent you well as a man. Because women are going to meet you with the respect that you give. If you ask childish, immature questions, women are going to interact with you in a childlike manner, meaning they're going to treat you as a child. If you ask bewildering questions or interact with them in a way that might have them question your sanity, they're going to interact with you in that manner and exit stage left. Because it's just time out for the foolery. And it's time out for women, black women, being devalued. It's time out for that. It's time out for, these questioning. The thing about it is, get with who you need to get with. And stop trying to reel in people that are not your cup of tea. Stop trying to meet this woman and make her into this thing you want to make her into. And just recognize off top. And don't have a problem with it. Why do you have to be bothered about women choosing hypergamy, or choosing to be with alpha males, or choosing to be with men versus They don't want whatever you're selling. There is someone out there that's going to buy it because that's what they're about. But see, why is that never enough? Isn't that interesting? They never want the ones that's with what they've got going on because they got to lure in or convince that you, the one that's not with it, never heard of it, don't know anything about it, don't come from that, don't think on those levels, like, all of that is foreign language. They got to introduce you to it and convince you that you're unrealistic, you're going to stay single, and you need to be a masculine female in order to hopefully gain his love and marital vows one day. No. No, sir. No. Know yourself. Be comfortable with yourself. Trust and believe there's someone out there that's excited about you and how you think, how you feel, how you want things to go. And go for those women. Go for those young ladies. That's like, yeah, I got things to, they'll volunteer. Women that bring something to the table, they'll volunteer their credentials. They'll volunteer their portfolio. They'll pull up and they will not be hesitant. It'll say it on their license plate. Lawyer, boom. Realtor, boom. #1 entertainer, boom. It'll say what they're about. It'll be on their license plate. So when they pull up for your date and they get out in valet, in the range, whatever, it's gonna be written all over them what they bring to the table. And just know that this is a masculine female. So even though you seem to be getting what you want, you all will be competitors in your relationship. You will go heads up, and this masculine female that you're with will probably be earning more than you do, or very close, and it will be uncomfortable if that's truly not what you wanted. Because a lot of times you say this really and truly not wanting a female, a feminine equal. You really and truly don't want the energy that you give. You will much rather break the spirit of a woman that's hypergamous, or a woman that's dwelling in her feminine, or a woman who comes from and is in agreement with submitting to her husband and being a homemaker, or being a mom that is active in their children's lives. You'd rather convince that woman that she's valueless, that all her contributions to y'all's lives can be outsourced for pennies, and have her feeling like she needs to be proving herself to you all of the time, and that she alone is just not gonna cut it. And I said to myself, now somebody that will project that and give that to another person must have been made to feel that way at some point. Either they have mother issues, their mother abandoned them, or always chose somebody else before them. Their mother devalued them, made them feel like they wasn't nothing, they wasn't gonna be nothing. Maybe been on drugs. They may not know their parents. They may have been adopted or left foster home, or with family members that didn't want them. Something happened where they're just damaged and they need help. They need counseling. They need to mend those broken pieces. Because for you to look at a woman, your life partner, this person who loves you and wants to build a future with you and is willing to give you their womb, right? Make you the father of their children, commit their entire lifetime to you through eternity. For you to say to them, that's not enough, What else? That is nothing. So what? It makes me feel sorry for you. If you truly think that way and operate in that manner, it is not a surprise that you are single. That's not a surprise. Because operating like that just says to the universe, I want to be single. I've got to be single. Because you cannot possibly think you are going to draw in a healthy, beautiful black woman into your life with that kind of energy, with that kind of thinking and conversation. You couldn't possibly think, yeah, I'm a finder. No, you're going to get you a masculine female that is going to go toe for toe with you and, be the masculine female of your nightmares. That's all you're going to do. That's why you have to confront whatever these pain, childhood, whatever the issues are, even if it's from adulthood. Maybe you were, an ugly duckling, right? What's it called? A slow bloomer or whatever, late bloomer, what have you? Maybe that was you. Maybe women were not, they overlooked you in high school, and in college you bloomed into this great guy, and vengeance is yours, right? You taking it out on every beautiful girl because of what you went through in high school. Or maybe nobody gave you the time of day in college. So now beyond college, you're saying, forget all these females. If they can't give me this, and that, then they can, because I had to do all this stuff for myself all this time anyway. When I wanted something like that, I couldn't get it. I got disregarded. I got this, devalued. So, forget it. I mean, I don't know your story, but I know you do have one to share. I do know that you've been hurt. I do know that you have pain. I do know that there are things that need to be healed within you because you're operating in your feminine, and that's outside of your creation. If you are saying you are a heterosexual male, that's outside of your creation. To be looking for a woman to justify and qualify for a position in your life as wife. To be looking for a woman to solidify herself as worthy to the same measure and degree as a man. Women and men are different. We have different positions and different roles. We're not under the same guideline. That's just real. The things a woman is to look for in her leader, provider, and protecting husband are not the same things that he is looking for in his supportive, submissive wife. There's nothing to submit to if she's leading and providing and protecting. There's nothing to support if she's leading, providing, and protecting. There's not. There's not. All she can do is pat you on the back, just like the homeboy at the job. Hey man, cool, we're gonna have a great day. Let's get this money. Let's get to the bag. I mean, I interact with a lot of men for what I do for a living, and a lot of them say things like, if my wife ever made the same kind of money that I make, it would be over. I could never be with a woman that makes more money than me. I don't even want her making the same money that I make. And they'll devalue their wives. They'll say they don't do nothing. You don't do nothing. You don't do anything all day. And they're like, is it because I don't bring physical money into the house? Is that it? It's because I don't have a direct deposit tied to me that I don't do anything? Because whether you know it or not, she is bringing physical money in the house and keeping physical money in the house by all of her contributions. You don't need to hire a personal assistant to run your errands, pay your bills, keep up with your calendar of events, schedule your doctor's appointments, remember your obligations to your parents, to your siblings, anniversaries, birthdays, the list goes on and on. You don't have to find someone to take your dog to the vet or keep up with them, clean up poop. You don't have to find someone to clean your house, dust, decorate, keep up with your clothing, vacations, the list goes on and on. You don't have to find someone to clean and wash the walls, wash your clothes, put them up, fold them up, put them up, pick up your dry cleaning, have that ready for you. Notice when you need new shoes, pick those up. Notice when you need new ties, new cufflinks, new dress shirts, when you need new jeans, new slacks, new shorts, new undergarments. You don't have a lot of things. You don't have someone that needs to come by and notice or go pick up your office supplies for the home office when you need paper, when you need ink, when you need a new printer, when you need a software or your updates software, new computer. I mean, there's all kinds of things that happen in a day that you're saying, I would rather outsource. Who cares? I can outsource all that stuff. Who cares? I don't mind paying me a personal assistant that you have to trust with all your credit and debit card numbers to pay and pick up and all that. You don't mind pay the person $15 an hour for what? 30 hours a week? Was that $450 a week? Which 30 hours a week is not going to get everything you need done, but they can try. Even if you give them 40 hours a week, you're going to have them come, you deal with it, let them pick up next week from where they left off this week. You don't give your woman nothing, no breaks, nothing. They don't get nothing because you pay the mortgage. So they better be on the job every single day of the week. And if they want to sleep in on the weekend, how dare you? That's what it's like being with someone who says stuff to you like, what do you bring to the table? It's absolutely insane. This is the same type of guy that will leave you while you're pregnant or right after you have a baby because they expect you to get out the hospital and go back to work in seconds. God forbid you have postpartum or just need 6 months to stay home. It's over. This is the same kind of guy that will file for divorce on you from the computer in his office at work. Let you get served and don't never even come back to the house. Just walk off. That's the kind of guy that asks questions like, what do you bring to the table? This is the kind of guy that will strategically try not to date you, but say that y'all are dating because you're talking on the phone or having this kind of idiotic conversation, or because he said so. Because he said so, y'all are dating. He'll tell you what you need and don't need and define how y'all date in court and all the terms. Because what do you bring to the table? He won't want you to have any cash money. in your hand, because he'll always know that he's not giving you his best and he's mistreating you. And the fact that you're allowing it is a miracle. He's really getting away. He's really just getting away with it. And he knows if he gives you too much leeway, you will bump into a good man and be gone for the hills. It's pitiful. What I say is choose wisely, listen carefully, make good decisions. When you know yourself, you know what you're looking for in each other. You don't have to be upset. You already understand that 9 times out of 10, this is not the one. You can determine that over the phone. You can skip the date, all of that extra, get off the phone, move on to the next person. If you're on a date, God forbid, they passed your questions on the phone, you ended up on the date, boom, they ask you, what do you bring to the table? You already know we're not a match. If they haven't brought the entree, you can just cancel. Or you can tell them, hey, look, I don't mind to finish dinner we've already ordered, but I can see already that this is not going to work out. So what's our next move from here? Because if he's really serious about what do you bring to the table, he'll ask you to pay for your part of the meal. And that'll just let you know right then and there, y'all are definitely not a match. And that should be the most exciting 50% of a bill you ever paid, because for that little low cost of whatever that 50% of that bill is, just saved you heartache and time you can never get back. So that's my advice. That's my take on what do you bring to the table. Never answer this question. Never. It's insulting, it's devaluing, and it's disrespectful, to say the least. It's insulting. It's an insult for a man to ask you, what do you bring to the table? Especially if he doesn't clarify. Even if he clarifies, I would be slow moving, because it's very possible he is understanding that you understand exactly what that means, and he may be switching it up just to, get more time with you, more opportunities with you, cross the line with you. Men don't ask those kind of questions. Men don't ask you about your credit. The most men ask is, a basic question. Do you have children? If they care. If a man wants you, he pretty much don't care what your situation is. He just wants you. And he'll take, because he's prepared to take your package. That's just what it is. And when a man has done the work of knowing himself, he knows his parameters. He knows he can't afford 5 children. Or he knows if he can afford 10. And when he looks at you, he knows what he's looking for. If he knows he wants a clean woman with nice manicure and pedicure and nice jewelry, nice hair, then he already understands that comes with a price tag. Men know what they want. Okay? They know what they want. They're going to tell you what they want. So listen and be easy. Be easy to move around quickly. If he asks you these type of questions, you already know what time it is. Enjoy your meal and leave. You're done. Or don't. I wouldn't. If a man got me to go out on a date with him, because I only go out with men that I believe we have a future. I go out with men who I see something in them that's real. Now, unfortunately, males lie, and they will pretend to be men. Now, when you get out on a date, and if this guy, y'all ordered you some drinks and a salad, and while you're eating the salad, this male come out and say, what do you bring to the table? Right then and there, which is probably written on my face, because I've always held if you're hurting my feelings, it's all in my cheeks. It's all in my eyes. Because I'm going to look like I cannot believe this guy just asked me this, and I'm going to be disappointed because the only reason why I agreed to go on a date with you is because I believe this could work. This was a real possibility. We have a lot of things in common. We're on the same page. Because I've asked my questions. So for you to turn around and switch up on me and say something like, what do you bring to the table? It's like, oh, wow. We are not a match at all. So right then and there, I would just say, you know what? Can you get the waiter for me? And I would stop them from making my food. And if they didn't, if they already were done with my food, I would ask the waiter to split the bill for me. And I would let the gentleman know we're not on the same page. I thought we were, but we're not. And, you know, I wish you well. And I will pay my bill and take my food and go home. Because I don't eat with people, just anybody. I don't sit up and share my life and my time and my company with just anybody. So that's why it's important for you to know yourself and ask the questions you need to ask at point A before you start living life and getting out here and building memories and connecting and sharing your companionship, all that stuff. You know, no, that stuff is precious. It is not for everybody. It is not casual. It's not. And when a person can say something like that to you, that's supposed to be your leadership, that's supposed to be your protector, your provider, your husband. See, there's no greater introduction than at the beginning. That's when a man is at the height of their interest for you. They're at the peak. And that's when a man is going to show you how he feels. He's either going to show up and show out, look great, smiling and all that, putting out his best, or he's not. Because there are some guys that just don't do that. They're not going to do it. Whether they don't have the means to do it, they're damaged, they don't really like women like that, they just need a couple of things. Like, there's so many reasons why a guy will not show up for you. But the biggest reason why is because you're not the one. It doesn't even have nothing to do with his upbringing or his capability. It's the point that you're not the one. If a man does not come for you, pursue you, if you agree to go on a date and he does not pull all the stops out, open the doors, pull out your chair for you, make sure you're comfortable, ask you what do you want, what do you need. If he doesn't do all that, try to be your everything, you're not the one. That he can forget about you, barely call, don't make no time for you, doesn't schedule anything with you, doesn't follow up with you, schedule dates, disappear off the planet, forget about you, you're not the one. So all these statements, these questions, what do you bring to the table? It means you're not the one. Because I guarantee the right woman, he will never ask that question. Regardless of her culture, her nationality, her background, the right woman who will never ask that question. He will be on his P's and Q's, dotting all his I's, crossing all his T's, because he doesn't want to make the wrong move, because this is the one. Okay, guys. Well, I've enjoyed this time with you. Please leave your comments. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Follow me on Instagram, guys, via Life with Kelly. I'm looking forward to growing with you all. I'm looking forward to, what this year, the rest of this year, we've got 4 months to go, you guys. What the rest of this year has in store for this channel, for you all. I love to hear your amazing stories about how 2021 has gone, how it's going for you. I love to hear that. As you see, I'm sleepy. When you get up early, you take naps. All right, you guys, I'll see you very soon.
Speech on. Stop recording video.